Hey there, welcome to the latest episode of the Sexy Thyroid Solution. I'm your host, Angela Brown. So today I want to talk all about soy and hypothyroidism. So if you could do me a really big favor, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you could go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and then you can hit that bell so you get a notification every Thursday when I release a new video. And then if you're watching this on my other social channels, share this with someone who can benefit from this. So I want to talk about soy in connection with hypothyroidism. I get asked quite often if this is something that someone should or shouldn't consume when they have hypothyroidism or Hashimoto's. I'm not one that I don't like to necessarily condemn a specific food and food group when it comes to health and eating healthy. However, there are certain things that I have found over the years of working with people with hypothyroidism, as well as the research I've done, that shows different things that can be detrimental when you're dealing with hypothyroidism. Dairy is definitely one of them that I've talked about before, and gluten as well. But soy is one that is sort of on the fence and a little bit more controversial. So I wanted to talk a little bit about this. One of the main reasons why I'm a little hesitant when it comes to soy with someone with hypothyroidism is a lot of people with hypothyroidism are on thyroid medication. And there's a lot of research that shows that consuming soy can actually interact with the absorption of your thyroid medication. The Mayo Clinic actually has done quite a bit of research on this, showing that you should not even consume soy within at least 4 hours of taking your thyroid medication. That alone would make me be a little hesitant about having soy at all if I'm taking thyroid medication. Another thing that I also want you to consider is that whenever you're dealing with a slow thyroid, it is always a really good idea to consume as much as whole unprocessed foods as you possibly can. If you think about soy, soy actually in true form is actually a bean that is green. It's edamame. That is true form of soy. Well, how do you get all these other soy products then? It's processing. And the processing of all that stuff to create soy products can be very detrimental for someone with a slow thyroid. So that's another reason why I'm also a little hesitant to recommend soy products, in other words, when you're dealing with a slow thyroid, because again, that processing and all the stuff they have to do to make those products can really cause an issue for someone with hypothyroidism. And I'm not saying that every single person walking around should never consume soy. What I have found though is that the majority of the time, people with a slow thyroid really should be very cautious with it. There's a lot of interaction when it comes to your medication, as I mentioned. There's also a lot of issues with soy because of the processing factor that someone like that with a slow thyroid should be very careful with it. Something to also consider as well is just like gluten and dairy can be very cause a lot of issues for someone with a slow thyroid. Soy is definitely in that category. However, someone with like Hashimoto's, you have an autoimmune response, you have to be extra careful with anything that is going to cause a sort of extra immune response or inflammation, and soy can definitely fall into that category. So again, it's very person dependent, but what I have seen is a lot of people with hypothyroidism, especially Hashimoto's, need to be careful. So if you have questions with that, let me know. And I would love to know what your thoughts are on soy. If you've ever had issues with soy, definitely reach out and let me know, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.